In our reading today in Proverbs chapter 13, we see a person discussed, and really it's the first revelation of their character. Proverbs 13 verse 1 said, "A wise child accepts a parent's discipline. A mocker refuses to listen to correction." Now, we've all faced mockers in life. They're some of the most difficult people to deal with because in one sense, you'd like to punch them in the nose because they just sit back and they mock people. They have no respect for other people. In their total arrogance, they disrespect everybody. They're mockers, sometimes called scoffers in the Bible. Now, they're difficult to deal with for a variety of reasons. And if we could just trace through a few verses from Proverbs about them. Proverbs 9, verse 7 and 8 says, "Anyone who rebukes a mocker will get an insult in return. Anyone who corrects the wicked will get hurt. So don't bother correcting mockers. They'll only hate you. But correct the wise and they'll love you." Trying to correct a mocker, it's always a painful experience because you know what? They're going to insult you. As a pastor, if I correct someone who's a mocker, I get insulted all over Facebook for how long? This is just who people are. You have to recognize mockers are difficult. They respond to correction with insults and anger and hatred. They don't respond to correction with love and hey, let's work this out. They respond with insults, hatred, and anger. They're incapable of learning. Proverbs 14, verse 6, "A mocker seeks wisdom but never finds it." They hate correction. Proverbs 15:12, "Mockers hate to be corrected, so they stay away from the wise." You'll find that mockers will break relationships with people. Now just stay away from them because they hate correction and they know that you are a person who will bring correction to their life. So they'll stand out there and say all kinds of things against you on Facebook and all kinds of things to your friends, but they'll never face you because they hate correction. They only know punishment. Proverbs chapter 19, verse 25. "If you punish a mocker, the simple-minded will learn a lesson." They only know punishment. They're proud and arrogant. Proverbs 21, verse 24. "Mockers are proud and haughty. They act with boundless arrogance." Now, God is abounding in love and faithfulness, but a mocker is abounding in arrogance. There's no humility. There's no respect that they show for anybody else. They're abounding in arrogance. Now, because of that, mockers are at the source of all strife. Proverbs 22, verse 10, "Throw out the mocker, and the fighting goes too. Quarrels and insults will disappear." Did you hear that? See, mockers get everybody fighting among themselves. This is why you don't need to fight too much with these people, because everywhere they go, there'll be a fight. And before long, everybody will fight with each other in their little barcada, their little group, and it just breaks up. Wherever you find mockers, you find arguments and quarrels and insults. Okay, if you drive them out, you get them out of your department, you get them out of your connect group, you get them away from you. It's amazing how peaceful life becomes. Proverbs 29, verse 8. "Mockers can get a whole town agitated, but the wise will calm anger." Did you hear that? Mockers can get a whole town agitated. Mockers will get a whole office agitated. Mockers will get a whole go group agitated. Mockers will get a whole church agitated. Mockers will get a whole company agitated. Mockers will get a whole school agitated. That's what mockers do. They get quarrel and strife going everywhere they go. You say, "Well, Pastor, these are some pretty ugly people." I agree. But you know where you first find them? Look to the family. That was our text. "A wise child accepts a parent's discipline." When a child is taught from when they're young to accept correction, to accept discipline, it shows that they have wisdom. But a mocker refuses to listen to correction. Mockers, they're born in families that do not teach them the wisdom of accepting correction. Now, I'm going to use an illustration that maybe some of you that are a little older, you won't understand, so you'll have to ask your kids. But there was a TV show that's a cartoon that's very popular among young people and even young professionals. It's called The Simpsons, where it's arrogant children always mocking parents for being stupid. I remember we had some people staying in our home, and I came home one day and they had put a video of it on our TV set. I said, get that off. That will not play in my house. That is not family. That is teaching rebellion and arrogance and teaching mockery. You will not have that on in my house. And everybody looked at me like, whoa, it's just a cartoon. But it's teaching an attitude. It's teaching young people that they're smarter and their parents are stupid. It's teaching young people that they don't have to listen to the correction of parents. It's teaching young people to mock discipline and correction. Now, moms and dads, look around at your kids. Do you see that they are wise, or do you see that they're mockers? How well do they handle correction? And if you don't teach it to them now, you're condemning them to a life of being a mocker, and there's nothing but pain ahead for them.